So here I go again. I just took a bath and then a shower, and then it's like all this stuff comes through me. So it's like, I need to get a video going. Whew, I don't have my phone on. I have not had my phone on. It's like, it's been a blessing to not have this thing on. It sits and it's off. And then when I need to do stuff, I'll go to my laptop and I'll do what I need to do there. But it's like, I can't handle notifications. It's like a to-do. So anyway, I don't do my phone. So anyway, I'm doing my phone for this, but I have no notifications, so I don't have a clue what's on there. Okay, what has come through? Okay, dog here. This morning, after she did her potty, it's like, she came in, she grabbed a toy, she goes bounding, and it's like, we get to the floor and we're wrestling with the toy. It's like, no, 13 is a decision we made here that it's old. She does not feel old. This dog is happy as can be. She hurts. Her hips are very sore. Okay, focus, stay on task. So for those, it doesn't matter if you know me or not. I'm going to be making some videos today. Something really funny came through me that I've been wanting to make a video, and I'm not going to do that one now. But so much other stuff came through me that I wrote down in my journal that I'm not going to even think about. But what has come to me is the reason that I'm this, what I've become, this thing that is a vessel to just get great information and get drawn to do all this stuff, is I've been literally alone. I moved out of the family home when my daughter was a freshman in college, and she just moved to LA after 4 years of college. So at that time, my husband was the mayor, you know, all this political crap that I avoided like the plague. Didn't we have one of those? So anyway, so he was never home, and then the guidance told me I had to move to Olympia, and so anyway, I did. I moved out for about a year, so that's when my aloneness started, and that's when it was like, I realized that, you know, that's when all the good stuff comes through, when you quiet your mind, when you don't listen to anything outside, you don't watch TV, that's when the good stuff, that's when you get the information from your higher source, which knows all that is. That's where we're connected through our bigger self. So that's where I get my information from. Dry mouth. So I've been alone pretty much since, that was February 8th of 2019. I have been a lone or a loner or a hermit ever since that time. And even when I was back in the family home during the pandemic, for 6 months, my daughter was there too. And so I had her, we kind of played games, we sang, we painted, we did karaoke, we went for walks. Other than that, it's like I have had no one in my life, in my space. When I started quieting my mind and stopped listening to everything else, that was when my family really started getting very involved in their phones. And that's when my ex-husband, that's when he stopped supporting me to stop our daughter from overusing hers. We were trying to be this united team to like stop her from overusing her phone. She bit me once when I took her phone away. Yeah, we got to that, but that's when I realized I no longer had support. So that's when it was like the beginning of the fuck it, I've got to throw in the towel because I don't stand a chance here. So that's when I stopped trying to plug myself into all these piles that I was plugged into previously, like being this wife and mother that it's like, I didn't stand a chance. I thought I did well until my kid went to college. But so all that time, I've just opened up as a vessel because I've had no one consistent person. Like I've had no one in my life that's had my back, that supported me. I have a sister who I love dearly. She's got her life. She's exactly where she needs to be. But I've had not one soul other than my puppy who has been next to me and supported me and had my back as I've gone through this wild journey that is, nobody understands it. But my family has said, we're scared. And so they just turned tail and ran, and they have avoided me, and they have never been supportive of me, of any of this. But I've tried to lift them. Boy, I've tried to do so much for them. So all this stuff has led me to this place where I'm now. Sunday was 4 months exactly, a third of a year when I've lived here in Newport in my new home, completely unplugged from everything and anybody else but this dog. And people, a neighbor said the other day, she said, you must be incredibly lonely. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not. It's like, you don't know who I'm hanging out with here. You have no idea. It's weird because I am completely physically alone, but I've never felt lonely because I do have friends in high places that I hang with. But it does get empty. You know, it's like I've had some conversations with people, and it's like the potential, like maybe I can have a friend, and then you realize that nobody can meet you where you are now. There's just like, I don't know one soul who can meet me where I am now and have those conversations. So I'm so okay with that. I know I'm not here forever. And what I'm trying to get to, I've been here with my dog, and that's been it. That's been the only connection that's kept me plugged into this planet, especially since the recent complete unplugging with my daughter and my husband. And so I've been having these feelings that I'm dissolving is new. It's been, I'm being summoned and I'm disappearing. And then this whole process that I've gone through up through last night, like the night that was my 4 months here, it was like I was kind of floating away. It was like I've known that I'm disappearing, but I was floating away. I have my art studio. I've got all this stuff, and I look at it, but I can't do it. I've got all the yard that needs desperately yard work, but I can't do it. It's like the higher self, know that none of this is necessary, and so we can't get excited about making Carrie do it. And so she sometimes goes out and does weeding and stuff just because it gets her outside. But she's starting to really feel like she's got nothing left, like she's floating away. It's like there's nothing keeping her here. And we can't explain what that means. It doesn't mean the body dies. It's like there's nothing to keep her here except for the dog. And her and the dog will stay together until the dog decides to transition. But she realized that she's like literally an island in the middle of nowhere. And there will not be a lifeboat coming. And so she realized that, yes, she loves her dog and she's here for her dog. But it's like there's nothing else to keep her connected here until yesterday. She got a check from the art gallery where her stuff is. And it was the first time well, she's had 3 figures, but the first time when it was 3 figures and it didn't start with a 1, it actually started with a 3 this time. And she hasn't really put anything new at the gallery in a while. She did starting July 1st. She has a bunch of really cool stuff that went, but the stuff that sold on this check from June, $300 was for the old stuff that I put there a long time ago. And it was just like today in the bath, she was reminded that she has something else to keep her here. It's like, I love my art, but I have no reason to do it. But it was like, I've got the dog. I've got the dog. Literally, my life is being hanging on by a thread because of a dog. But I've got my art. And I know my life is changing. I know other things are coming my way. But I have my art. So today, I'm going to go deposit that check at Oregon Coast Bank, my new bank that I've heard I'm going to love. And then I've got my passport, so I'm taking my dog and we're going to the Uquina Lighthouse for the first time, and we're going to just sniff potty around there. Not me. She likes to do it. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to put on my coveralls and I'm going to start sanding. I'm going to start finishing some stuff. I want to get more stuff to the gallery. All right, we got things to do. She's impatiently waiting. I'm just going to post. I'm going to try not to go to YouTube with this one.